Good morning. Hope you are having a beautiful, beautiful day. And I hope that you all can hear me and I hope you all can watch this video or hear this video. I wanted to plug into my stuff to make sure my battery don't die. And let me see if I can plug in. But yeah, greetings. Namaste. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good day. Good whatever it is. Listen, something that I recognize, something that I know that we should be doing is waking up every morning with gratitude. Focus on what we do have. Focus on what we are. Focus on this breath that we breathe. Focus on this beat that our heart does. Focusing on this mindset. We're not insane. We're not going crazy. Man, sometimes we're not grateful for the little things in life. So it's not enough. You know what I mean? But let me tell you all this right here. You gotta be grateful for the things that you are, for what you have already, for your children, for your health, for your strength, for your mindset. What's up, one step ahead? How are you doing? Can you hear me? Y'all can hear me, right? Because I plugged my stuff in my car. I just want to make sure that y'all can hear me. Make sure that I'm not muffled or muzzled or whatever word that is. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Can you hear me? Okay, good. But yeah, man, I want us to remember to wake up with gratitude. Good morning, Tiff. Hey, D. Okay, good. D Sunflower. We gotta wake up with gratitude, man. And when you wake up with gratitude, life will give you more. I think many of us are in lack. Many of us in a state of lack. We lack health. We lack strength. We lack motivation. We lack relationships. We lack financial. We lack money. And I think it's because we focus on the lack. Whatever you focus on grows, right? But it grows in that same space. And I want us to actually be aware. I'm not 38. I'm older. I'm in my 40s. Good morning, Sylvia. But yeah, I want us to wake up every morning aware of what we have. And, when I tell people, some of my clients, to find 3 things that you're grateful for every morning, I think, we want to wake up in the morning and say, thank you for my kids. Thank you for my family. Thank you for my health. And we think that's it. And that is not it. You have to convince your subconscious mind that you are grateful. You have to convince your energy, your feelings. Words alone don't work. You have to feel. See, the feeling is what attracts more, not just the words. Because if it was just words, you'd be able to say, you know what, I am wealthy, or some affirmations, I am love, and it works. It doesn't work. You have to feel and experience what you are speaking of. Your words and your feelings must be in alignment. Your words, your feelings, and your emotion must be in alignment as you visualize it in your mind. And when you could put all those things together, it has to create what you are experiencing in that moment. So when you are being grateful in the morning, when you are finding things to be grateful for, when you are doing your gratitude experience or your gratitude practices, I want you, like when I thank the creator for when I thank life or God or whatever you call, who you are thankful for, when you thank the creator for your children, you just don't say thank you for my kids. You explain. And as you explain, you convince your own mind. So I'm saying, as you explain, you convince your own mind, you listen to yourself, and you begin to appreciate as your words flow. So like, for instance, I am so extremely grateful. So I'm using extremely. I am extremely grateful for my children. Because of my children, I experience freedom. I experience unconditional love. I experience the creator. I experience understanding. I practice patience. I practice joy. Because of my children, and because of what you have given to me, I am very thankful for the experience. I can feel like I understand you have to go in details. And when you go in details, as you hear yourself, you become to be present in the moment. And as you become present in the moment, you are convinced that you have something that you are happy for. Hey, Monique, good morning. Questions through your site for the... Hey, go ahead and ask me again. Because I don't think I got those questions. But we have to understand. Hey, Mary Blue, good morning. We have to understand when you are doing gratitude, you have to explain so that you convince yourself. See, many times we say, I am grateful for my car. but that's not convincing you. So you don't feel happy to have it. You don't feel you are blessed to have it. You have to convince your own feelings. Remember, it is your feelings. Hey, Natalie. Hey, Jennifer. Good morning. It is your feelings. Understand this. Your feelings attract situations. Your feelings. If you can be grateful, experience gratitude, you begin to attract more of what you are grateful for. If you experience lack and you feel lack, understand you will get more lack in that area. And many of us don't understand this. We have to be grateful every morning. Every morning we have to be grateful for this breath. You know, this breath is a very big deal. This breath that we take for granted, this breath that we don't think about, this breath that we do and we do it. See, all our life we breathe, but we don't even recognize that we are breathing. All our life we breathe, and yet we still don't recognize what we are breathing, that we are breathing. So we focus on our problems. We focus on our issues. We focus on our drama. We never focus on the breath. We have anxiety, we have depression, we have all this confusion, and yet we don't go back to the breath, which is the source of life. Without the breath, none of us exist. Without the breath, none of us we all cease to exist. Hey, Portia. Talking to a man. We have to understand. First, be grateful for the breath. I don't care if you have a man, a woman, love, relationship. You could have money, but if you don't have the breath, you have nothing. You can have the best car, the best house, the best feelings. Without the breath, you don't have it. But understand. What's up, Bryce? But understand. If you have the breath, you can have everything else that you desire. No matter what you have, if you don't have the breath. So be grateful for the breath so that the breath continues to... You know, one of the things that we have to give thanks for is this body. This body right here. See this body right here? This body right here is allowing you to taste, see, feel, experience, joy, physical. This body is allowing you to experience the entire third dimensional shift. And yet we don't give gratitude for it. You know what we do? We look at the body in disgust. Don't we do that? We look at the body in disgust. Hey, Sheena, I recognize you. We look at the body in disgust. We don't even like. Sometimes we look at our bodies in the mirror and I hate this. Imagine if you have facts. Imagine if you have a child, and every time you see the child, you tell the child how ugly she is and how you don't appreciate him or her, and you don't. Imagine the child begin to become insecure. The child begin to hate herself. The child begin to punish herself. Understand, when you look at the body, understand the body is alive. The body is listening. The body understands you. It feels your energy. It feels how much you hate it. It feels how much you don't like it. And therefore, the body reacts that way. The body begins to seek attention. It begins to get sick. It begins to be weak. It begins to, grow into places that you don't want. It begins to grow cancerous cells. It begins to rebel against the owner of the body, which is you. Understand, man. Understand. We have to be aware of how we speak about the body, how we look at the body, because it can feel everything. Remember, the body feels everything. The body feels everything. It feels an experience. Listen, sometimes you when you're home alone and an energy or spirit or some type of energies passes you and you don't see it, but the body responds, don't it? The body responds to it because the body experiences it, because your mind can't, because your mind is not in that place. But your body can feel. Your body can pick up on energies. Your body can pick up on depression of your friends. It can pick up on if one of your children is in trouble. The body can pick up on every single thing. And yet you talk to it like it doesn't hear you. To be grateful for my little... Yeah, hey, Susan. I'm telling you. Listen, the body picks up on everything. So imagine the way how you feel about it. It picks up. It knows it. The way how you talk about it to your friends, to your partners. The way how you talk to it in the mirror. The way how you look. And when you look at yourself, the way how you feel, the body experiences it. So the body begins to act ashamed. It begins to grow in places. It begins to react as a child. It begins to seek that validation. It begins to act out. See, some of y'all can't stay healthy. You see how some of us can't stay healthy at all? We can't stay healthy. Our bodies don't listen to us anymore. We can't stay without headaches. We can't stay without body aches. We have pain in our knees and our backs and our necks. We got pains in our shoulders. We got pains in our joints. Why? Because you don't give it the proper attention. Let me explain something to you. In your most intimate experiences, when you're showering, when you're eating, is when you focus on the body. When you're showering, your mind should be on your body. When you are using water and immersing yourself in water, when water is covering your skin, this is the time where you got to be focused, because water is an energy. Water is a conductor of energy. Water connects you to every single thing. Water, when you are in water, you got to be careful. Can you all hear me? Are you all still there? You all ain't saying nothing. I see you all quiet. Why you all quiet? Why you all so quiet today? Hey Kim, why you all so quiet this morning? You all not feeling good? You all good? We good? We feel blessed. We feel good. When you are in the water, when you are eating, it's not time to focus on anything else. Take it in the info, right? It is not time to focus on what he doing, what she doing, your teacher, your pastor, your boss, your work. This is the time to focus on you and the body becoming one. It's the time when you give the body that respect. Imagine if you have an intimate situations with your partner. Come on now. Imagine being intimate with your partner. Come on now. You all know where I'm going with this. Imagine being intimate with your partner and your mind is far away. His mind is far away. Your mind is far away. You're not connecting. The experience is trash. The experience is trash. You're not giving the partner the respect. When you are intimate with your body, when you are eating, when something is going in your mouth, when you are taking a shower, taking a bath, you must show the body that respect. You must. Because if not, the body is going to crave the attention. And sometimes when the body wants your attention, what it does? Act up. When your child wants attention, what do the child do? Act up. Act the fool, don't he? Don't they? This is why the body acts up. This is why you can't stay healthy. This is why you can't be at peace. This is why the body don't feel loved, because you don't give it the proper attention every single day. This is all you have. You only got one. You can't replace it. You got to put some intimate time. You got to be aware. You got to be aware of what you're doing to the body. The body is how you use to determine everything here. You can determine if you're eating an apple or a grape or a banana. The body turns it. The body moves it. It changes it. The body is what sees outside. You know, without the body, you can't see how beautiful these trees are. You can't see the weather. You can't see the sunset. You can't see the beautiful. Without the nose, the smell, the nose, you can't smell your mom's cooking. You know, moms cook. Without the nose, you can't smell that fragrance of your partner. Without that ears. Man, listen, one morning, I ain't gonna lie, maybe a year ago, I was in Estonia. And I woke up, and when I woke up, I couldn't hear anything. I'm like, what the hell is going on? It scared me to death. Because you know, you don't really realize how blessed you are until you lost something. You don't even realize how blessed you are until you lose your sight and your smell or your listen. I mean, you can't hear, man, listen, it is ridiculous. And I woke up I couldn't hear it in my ear, and I began to panic. I'm like, oh Lord, no. Panic until I remind myself, Kirk, relax. Bring your hearing back. It's your hearing, bring it back. So I meditated for 20 minutes, and I focused on my hearing, and I brought it back. Finally, I was like, Lord, we have to be grateful. Hey, Cindy, we have to be grateful. Silence is beautiful, but not when it's not intentional. I'm not a preacher. Silence is beautiful, but when it's not intentional, it's not beautiful. When you can't hear anything, I don't think it's beautiful. I want to hear my kid's voice. I want to hear my kids say, Daddy, I love you. I want to hear my kids how they laugh. Have you ever heard a child's laughter? Man, I think it's the most beautiful thing. I got 2 daughters and 1 son. When my little one laughs, oh my God, my body fills with joy. So yes, silence is beautiful, but understanding when it's not intentional, I don't know about that one. I love to hear my kids' voice. I love to hear them laugh. I love to hear them tell jokes and to talk within themselves. I love it. But I'm telling you, man, give your body attention. Start giving it attention and see all the things begin to release. See how the toxin begins to go. Give your body attention and see how much it enjoys it. See how much attention it gives you back. Give your body attention. You know, when is the last time? Thank you, Sheena. Thank you. When is the last time? Mental and spiritual growth is the key. Facts. Man, but we need a physical growth too, man. That physical is amazing. When is the last time you've been thankful, telling your arms, thank you? Have you ever lost the strength in your arm or your legs? Have you ever broken a bone? Oh my Lord. You don't even, listen, even one of your fingers, have you ever hurt this finger and you couldn't hold anything on? Like you couldn't grab anything? It just messes up your entire reality. Listen, we got to give thanks for this body. Don't look at your body in disgust. It feels it. Don't look at your body with disrespect. Don't look at your body like you hate it, because it's all we have. It's all we have. Treat it good. Be aware. Somebody asks, people always ask me, Kirk, losing weight is so hard. This is so hard. This is so hard. It's not. If you be aware, if you continue to be aware, what goes in your mouth, what goes in your ear, what goes in your eyes, what goes in your nose, what goes in your body. Man, listen, life is not that hard. The truth is, we're not aware. We are all over the place. Our awareness, we are always absent. We're never present. That's why we overeat. That's why we overdo. And we overfeel and we over this because we overthink because we're not present. You know how to stop overthinking? Being present. You know how to stop overeating? Being present. You know how to stop doing anything? Being present. You know how to stop smoking or stop drinking? Being present. You know what fixes everything? Awareness. Awareness. Hey, Lewis, how you doing? Awareness fixes most of your problems. The problem is we are not aware. We are just doing and acting, but our minds. The Bible says what? The mouth is on me. The mouth speak about me, but the heart is far away from me. Now, it's not saying that exactly. But the people give me praises, but their hearts is completely far away. You got to bring that thing in. You got to bring the mouths with the hearts together in the same place. And when you could do that, man, life expands itself. Life will expand. Life expand. So I'm telling you, change my awareness and perspective. I'm telling you, awareness. What people? How do you stop doing this? How do you stop being angry? Being aware of your anger. You all see. Here's the problem. We look for a complicated way to fix things. Right? We look for complications. We think things are so. When people ask me questions, now I know. I call myself Conscious Kirk. I don't know what you call me. I call myself conscious. I call myself aware. Hey, Cherry, good morning. I call myself aware. I believe I'm an aware man. And it's not because things ain't wrong. It's not because things are not bad. It's not because I have no problems or not. But it's because I choose to experience what I want to experience. I could experience anger or I could experience joy. I could be pissed off, but I could choose a different energy. I can choose this, I can choose that. It's my choice. When you begin to add choices in your life begins to change. When you begin to react, even though that you are still choosing to react, you don't even know the power of reaction. It drains you. It pulls away very instantly. But you have a choice. We all have choices, man. We all have choices. This is all we have is choices. I'm not perfect. Well, why not? What are you doing? The reason why Kirk, how do you get rid of anger? By when you understand what it does to you. How do you get rid of anger? When you understand what it does to you, you'll stop. How do you stop cheating? When you understand what it does to your partner and to you, you'll stop. You don't have to, listen, you don't have to learn. People always think it's all this complicated, it's hard, it's difficult to stop. No, understanding. Anger is an emotion that we choose. It's not, see, all this, you know what, man, is these spirits and energy is the same thing. Same thing. It's just that in the religious world, we say it's different. We think spirit is not energy. Energy is spirit. Spirit is just energies. And what you are is energy. We are all energy. If you understand that you have a choice in is it either being angry? Because listen, understand. At any time, when someone do something, someone say something, if you really are relaxed, you begin to think, what should I do? How should I react? And you begin to ask those questions. Should I be angry or should I? And you begin to choose. Yeah, energy everywhere. Energy is all this energy. We begin to choose. Let me tell you why we react so quick. How to catch yourself. You got to be aware. Only when you're aware is when you catch yourself. It's just that we are always not present. So we're never aware. Remember, when you are in the now, you stay aware of your energy. You stay aware of your thoughts. You stay aware of your feelings. When you are absent, when you are in, you live in America, but you're somewhere in Africa, you're somewhere in 10 years ago, you're somewhere in your childhood, playing around and running around in your childhood, you're somewhere in the future, worrying or stressing. When you are away, you are not aware. When you are away, you are never aware. So that's when things crawl up, right? That's when the home owner is not, when the homeowner is away from the house, foreign energies or foreign people begin to move into their house. What about with family member you can't help? Most of our problems is things that we take on. I was talking to a lady the other day and she was talking about her daughter, her grown daughter. And she said, that's my problem. I said, that's not your problem. What do you mean? It's my daughter. It's your daughter. It's not your problem. It's your daughter's problem. We got to learn how to separate our problems from people's problems, because if not, it's going to be all entangled into you. And you ain't built to carry all the stuff. You ain't supposed, let people carry their own shit. Let me say that again. And it's not you being rude, it's people must learn how to carry their own baggage, because you cannot carry people. I don't care if it's your family members. I don't care if it's your friends. Even my daughter. My daughter is 10 years old and she was messing up in school. And I found myself, and I don't get stressed. I'm very aware of my stress. I'm very aware of my level. I don't carry stress. I don't carry it. I don't get myself worked up. I don't get myself into my feelings. I don't do it. And I caught myself getting stressed over my daughter's that grade that she had. And I was like, hold on. This is your life. Yeah, you might be 10 years old, but you know exactly what you were doing. Hey, this is yours. This is not mine to carry. This is not mine to carry. Many of us are carrying too much people's stuff, especially you women. Especially you woman, you carry too much and you don't know how to put shit down. You are doing too much. It is time to relax. Take a break back. Let the man be a man. Let the child be a child. Let that grown adult child be a grown. Let them take responsibility for their own stuff. I don't care if it's your family, your siblings, your sisters. They have to carry their own burdens. You're not built like that. You're not built to carry everybody's stuff. Most of our problems is not even ours. As a matter of fact, 90% of our problems ain't ours. It ain't. Number one, about 50% is made in your mind. Right, Sheena? 50% is in your mind. Hey, Mr. Fire, how are we doing? And about 40% is about people who don't like you, people who doing this, your family members, your boss. It's not even yours. Hell no, Queen Warrior. We have to understand, man, our bodies need their respect. And we know, many of us, we don't even realize that we are doing to our bodies. Your body is all you have to live in. Not your house, your body. Because even if you lose your house, you're still in your body. If you lose your car, you still gotta use your body. Your body is all you live in. And all these feelings that you give in the body, all these emotions, you effing with the body. You effing with the body. I don't use the F word. But you all day you feeling. All day you feeling angry, you're feeling this, you're feeling stress, you're feeling this, you're feeling hatred, you're feeling this, upset. And what you think that the body is experiencing? Every time when you use your mind to travel back in a time where trauma existed, your body is traveling. That's why you're tired. Ain't you tired? Lord, ain't you tired? Your body can't stay awake. Your body don't feel right. It starts to get sick. You start to have cancerous cells. You start to have high blood pressure. You start to have this. Because every time you travel into there much, the body needs to rest. And the way how you rest your body is to silence your mind. The body reacts to the mind. That's all it does. We must be aware of what we are doing to the body. You think that you have the privilege, or you think that you have the luxury for all these emotions. We think that we have the luxury of feeling all these feelings when the boy doing this, the girl doing this, your man doing this, your woman doing this, he doing this, your child. You think you have the luxury to suffer. You don't. The body is paining. Free the body, man. Free the body. Free. Listen, set the body free. Let things happen. Let the man be with the man. And if you don't want the man anymore, leave the man. Let the woman be the woman. And if the woman ain't your standard, leave the woman. But to stress and to worry and to get upset and to get angry and to carry your body through all this trauma, the body don't deserve that. The body deserves respect. The body deserves respect. It deserves love. It deserves attention. It deserves awareness. It deserves love. That's what it deserves. Love. Love on the body. I don't care what it looks like. Love on it. It will change. I don't care what it feels like. Love on it. It will change. I don't care what it sounds like. Love on it, and it will change. It will fix itself, because the love frequency does something to the body, don't it? Boy, the love frequency does some things to the body. That love frequency have your body feeling orgasmic. Facts, Cherry Bomb. That love frequency would increase the way you feel. It would shift your awareness, and it would begin to change. But you all be hating your bodies like it's not yours. Y'all be talking shit about the bodies like the body can't listen. I wasn't talking about relationship today. I really wasn't talking about relationships today. I was talking about awareness. Can you please tell me what are the signs that a man will definitely marry a woman? There's no signs that a man will definitely marry a woman. There's no signs. I'm sorry. There's no sign. There's no sign that a man will definitely marry a woman. Because people change their minds. People do physical actions. People do physical things. People say things. But understand this, you have to know this. I want you to understand. What did the Bible say about the people who look for signs? What did the Bible say about people who look for signs? I know you all know. A something and something generation seek for signs. What did it say? An evil generations? Let me tell you how you know. And how you don't know. Now, men, if they really like you, they do some good things. They make sure you okay. They make sure you don't have no worries. They make sure they take over your burdens, right? And not that they're going to carry your burdens, but they will relieve you from some of your burdens that's stretching you. Hey, Michelle? See what I'm saying? They will relieve you from certain burdens that's going to relieve you from certain things. Is that Torah? They're going to make sure that you're okay financially. They're going to make sure that you're okay mentally and physically. They're going to keep in contact with you. They're going to keep in communication with you continuously. They're going to make sure that you understand. They're going to make sure that you know. They're going to make sure that you feel what they are given. They're going to make sure that you are aware. Hey, Torah. They're going to make sure that you know. They're going to make sure with their words and their actions come together. But there's something that you need. There's something that you need to do. You need to understand how to connect to life. I made a video earlier about discernment, and I need you all to look at the video. I ain't posted it yet. It's about how to build your discernment. And there's nothing... See, here's the thing about us. The reason why we're so worried about what somebody might do, what they will do, what's going to happen is because we don't know that we're going to be okay. We don't trust that we're going to be okay. And that's what trust really is. We look for trust on the outside, right? We look for trust on the outside. He made me lose my trust. I don't trust nobody, but trust is only on the inside. Trust says that no, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. It's not because I trust the outside. It's not because I trust that I don't die. I trust that no matter what happens, it's the best for me. No matter what happens, I'm going to be okay. No matter what happens, I have an option or a choice to be what I want to be. No matter what happens, I will survive. That's what trust really is. We think trust is if he don't do this and if he don't marry me, it's not fair. So we are afraid to be wrong. We are afraid to fail. We are afraid to make the wrong decisions. So we end up not making any decisions. You know, there was a story about there's a story about this horse, this donkey. The story goes this way. This man had a donkey. And one day he gave the donkey 2 piles of hay to choose from, to eat. Hey, Lisa. And he gave this donkey 2 piles of hay, and both piles looked beautiful. They looked equal. They looked the same. And the donkey was trying to figure out which one to eat because they both looked delicious. And as he figured out which one to eat, the donkey died from starvation. He took too long to decide. He took too long to decide. And he died without eating any. And it was 2 beautiful piles. This is what we do in this life. We are afraid that we're not going to be okay. We are afraid that we won't come back. We are afraid that we won't be the same. We are afraid to get played. We are afraid to get this. We are afraid to get that. So we don't live our lives. We don't make our own decisions. If you don't trust people, it's you that have the problem, not people. Trust means when you fail to trust, it means that your heart is messed up, not theirs. It's your heart that's broken, not theirs. So if you don't trust people, it's because you are sick. Because you don't trust people to do what you want them to do. You trust people to do whatever they do, but you trust that you're going to be okay regardless. That's what trust really is. I think we think trust is this outside thing. So we give people permission to break. You broke my trust. Trust is yours. You mean they broke your they broke your expectation. They broke the image that you placed in your mind. They broke the image that you placed in your mind. The image is gone now. But trust is an internal thing, just like love. You made me stop loving. Love is your responsibility. I can't make you stop loving. Are you crazy? You make me stop eating. You're not hungry. That's why you don't eat. Nobody could make you do anything. This is inside thing. You make me stop being happy. This is your happiness. This is why you have to pluck everything. If it offends you, pluck it out. If your right hand offends you, cut it off. Some of you all, your relationship offends you every day, but you don't want to cut it off. And you want to find peace. Listen, we don't, we claim to be all this religious, all this religion, all this that, but we don't want to lose nothing. Yet, we came here with nothing, and we're afraid to lose like we have something. That's the punishment that we give to ourselves. Good morning, Olisa. I'm telling you. This right here. We punish ourselves, man. And blame everybody else. Simple, real. I'm telling you, it's very simple. We're punishing ourselves daily. I don't trust nobody. That's not, you don't trust nobody. That means you don't love nobody either. Understand, it's not that you love people. You love you, and the love that you have for you, it goes out. It's not that you love people. It's the love that you have within goes out. See, we suffering. It's not that the trust that you have within goes out. What's within, listen, Wayne Dyer said this one thing. Love that man. That late Wayne Dyer said, if you squeeze an orange, what comes out? If you squeeze an orange, what comes out? Is it apple juice? Nope. Is it lemon juice? Nope. Is it grape juice? Nope. Orange juice comes out. Just orange juice. Doesn't matter who squeezes it. What if a baby squeezes it? What if a baby squeezes it? Juice don't come out? What if a dog squeezes it? What if a pregnant lady squeezes it? What if a man squeezes it? The same thing comes out because it's what's in there. Many of us, what comes out of us, we blame that man, that narcissist, that this for bringing it out. It's in there. If it wasn't in there, then you wouldn't come out. Matter of fact, if it wasn't in there, you wouldn't attract somebody to bring it out in the first place. If it wasn't in there, you wouldn't bring it out. So it's one thing that we think somebody, what's the word? What's the word? Betrayed our trust. Somebody betrayed. I'm betrayed. You can do whatever you want. You see, we are just externally motivated. We are only externally influenced, and we blame everybody for the state that we are in. We blame everyone for the state that we are in. So I don't trust nobody. If you don't trust nobody, everybody looks the same. Everybody looks the frequency. Your frequency cannot connect. You have problems connecting because you don't trust. And the truth is that you don't trust yourself to make the right decision. It's not that you don't trust anybody. You don't trust yourself to choose properly. That means your discernment is off. Your intuition don't speak. That means God don't speak to you. But that's not true. If you don't trust nobody, understand you going down. It's not that you don't trust everybody. It's not that you don't trust people. You don't trust yourself to make right decisions, to meet the people that benefit you. You only trust yourself to meet people who pulls from you. And that's a flaw. That's a flaw. Hold on, let me hide user from this channel. But I'm saying, man, what's up, Isaac? I'm saying listen. See this right here? See this right here? This is our responsibility. See this life? It's ours. It's our responsibility. Whatever you want, do it. Whatever you feel, do it. Whatever you think, do it. But understand that you are free to make decisions, but you're not free from the consequences. Oh, you can hear that, Susan? It's raining. You are free to make any decisions that you want, but you're not free from the consequences of them. But you must decide. Stop being afraid. Stop being afraid to decide whatever you want to do. Stop being afraid to make. Listen, if you make decisions and you don't like the ending, it's okay. Let it be. A person who is miserable has to be completely precise in everything that they do. Has to make the perfect decision at all times. So they take time to overthink. They take time to strategize. They take time to think. They overthink. They do this. They do that because everything gotta be precise. Because if it's not precise, you're gonna suffer. Oh my God, I can't believe you're gonna suffer even more. That's a miserable person. A person like me, I don't do all the stuff. I don't suffer like that. I do whatever I want. And if it's not good, if I don't like it, yeah, honey, I have Facebook page. Facebook is Kirk Hazell. Is my Facebook, Kirk Hazell. Whatever I do, it didn't work out. Oh well, I'm good. Fair to judgment. I'm telling you. Listen. If a miserable person is single, they suffer. When they have a relationship, they suffer. If they're hungry, they suffer. If they eat, oh my God, I ate too much. This don't feel good. They suffer. If they don't have any children, oh my, I want a child. I'm the only one who don't have a child in my family. They suffer. When the child comes, oh my God, I can't sleep. They suffer. When they are unemployed, they suffer. I want a job. But when they have a job, oh my God, I'm so tired. My boss got they suffer. Because you know why? A miserable person chooses to suffer. But a happy person, A person who is completely content, no matter what happens. They're single, they're good. They're married, they're good. They're hungry, they're good. They're full, they're good. So they don't have to be and walk life at a half step. They don't have to walk life. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Kelly. You know, they don't have to try to walk very half step just to make sure that everything is right. No, they just walk full stride. Full stride in their step. Because no matter where they step, they could make that step perfect. Yes, Lisa. No matter where they step, it is in the perfect spot. They can always get out if they want to. You think I care about? Man, listen, I don't worry about nothing in this world. There's nothing to worry about. How do you discern? How do you improve your discernment? I made a video. I'm about to post that video. And so I don't want to give it away, because if I give it away, you all won't watch the video. You all won't watch the video. I know you all don't watch my video sometimes. But I made a video. I'm about to post it probably this evening about how to improve your discernment. I want you all to go watch that video, because that video, and I'm gonna tell you right now, so that the first part is how to understand. How do you improve your discernment? Let's say I'm driving and I'm lost, and my discernment tells me to go right. I go right. I don't question it. Now, if I'm just beginning to use my discernment, I'm gonna go right. Yes, it might be questioning, but what if I go left? What if I go? If it's the wrong place? Just go right. And if you were wrong, okay, you're good. The next time you're driving or something, it tells you go right again. Don't question it. Just go right. You have to keep using it. You have to keep practicing it. You gotta practice it on the daily basis. You gotta trust. Understand this one thing. Discernment is not a voice. It's a vibe. Not the vibe that you hear on social media. Oh, this is a vibe. Not the vibe. It's a vibration that you have in your body. It's a vibration in your feelings. It's a vibration in your mind. It's a vibe. It's not words. Your mind. See, the past use words. Your thoughts use words. The ego uses words. So your discernment don't come with words. Your discernment don't come with words. It comes with a vibe. A vibration hits you. Your words is usually your memory, what you already know. Your discernment is usually what you don't know. Like, for instance, the first time when I manifested, how do I make this amount of money? Listen several times, it's like a pep talk. Thank you, Kelly. It's like when I ask, you know the way. Thank you. I remember the first time when I manifested, we use that term, manifested. When I created how to make this amount of money, I never made that money before. So I had to close my eyes, close off my ears, close off my feel, close off my nose. Because if I use the eyes and the ears and the nose, then I get into the same place. Because you know, the eyes recognize, the eyes remember. The eyes just remember. The eye don't recognize, it remembers. The smell remembers. It doesn't smell nothing new. If you smell something new, you don't know what it is. But if you smell something familiar, it's a memory. The ears focus on what's familiar. When you are in that old place, to keep you in that same place, the senses act up. And when the senses act up, it reminds you of where you was, it reminds you of what was and what is, so it keeps you in the same state. When you are using discernment, if you believe in those words, remember the words come from the past. The words come from your ego and from your senses. This is why you can't trust your words. Oh, words, when I say words, I mean the words in your mind when you start to think, maybe I should do this instead. Maybe I should do that instead. That's the memory. That's ego. So when you are using your discernment, oftentimes it gives you a whole new place to go. Because it wants to make you understand this is not your thoughts. As you call it, God, that higher self, energy, source. It will give you a way that you know for a fact this is not what you think. It's not what you've seen. It's not what you have done. It's a whole different place. And this is why you have to trust it, because it doesn't give you something familiar. Many times it gives you something that's unfamiliar. Many times it gives you a whole different way. Sometimes the money comes from a whole different place that you will never expect it from. Sometimes that love, that relationship come from a whole different place or a different person that you expected it from, because you are not using your own mind or your own thoughts. So now it's about doing something continuously. 1, 2, 3, do it again. And after you do it 5, 6, 7 times, you begin to understand the difference between your thoughts and your discernment. Understand, this is a practice. You're not gonna, I don't care what you believe in. I don't care who you believe in. I don't care what you usually believe in. I don't care who is your heavenly father, your heavenly son. It doesn't matter. I want you to understand. It doesn't matter. You gotta practice you hearing the voice, feeling the vibration. That's what you gotta practice. So it's a practice. Whatever comes to you, do it. Do it again. Don't question it, just do it. You might be wrong most of the times in the beginning, but after a while, you know when to listen to it to go wrong and when to listen to it to go right. You know when to be guided by it. That's the only way you will know. What is discernment versus intuition? It's really not no difference. It's interpreting energy. It's understanding the connection between you and what you and the unknown. You know what I'm saying? It's understanding the connection between you and the unknown. It's not no difference really. It's the same thing. It's just that discernment is like what you do. The intuition is what it is. It's one in both. So I can't give you a difference. It's the same. It's just different words to use the same way. So your intuition is what guides you, and your discernment is what you have. Your intuition guides you. And it creates a discernment. That's how I would put it. How are you doing, second consultant? Well, my energy is sucked now. I no longer have that energy because of the AIDS I was infected with. Only God knows I should have listened to my inner self. You know, and you know, sometimes, right? Hey, Nia, sometimes we disobey our intuition because we focus on our feelings. Remember, I said yesterday, feelings become our God. Feelings become our God. We focus on these feelings, and the feelings become our God. We have to stop obeying our feelings all the time. There's a difference between a regular feeling and your intuitive feeling. It's a big difference. It comes from a different space. This is your heart. If you take your hand like this and walk down about 2, 1, 2, center in your stomach, right to the right. This is where you gotta focus on. Put your mind in that place. Right? Imagine your hand. So again, this is your heart. Imagine from your heart, go down 1, go down 2, and bam, to the right. Right around here is where you focus on. So imagine if you can focus on there and listen. Close your eyes, become silent, breathe, and focus on it. Send energy towards that place in your body. Send energy. So just imagine what it looks like. Imagine how it feels. Imagine energy flowing there. Imagine it's okay. Imagine it's perfectly fine. This is where your intuition comes from most of the time. Focus on this area. You all understand me? The third way to work on your discernment is this. Now, this is where you all don't want to hear. I know you all don't want to hear this one, because this one is not fun. You all ready for this one? Sometimes it's hard to understand different. It is, but this is why you gotta practice it. You gotta do it all the time. And after a while, you would get what it's saying. I trust mine. I don't question me. I don't question anything. I stopped questioning this thing years ago. Whatever it is, it is. Whatever I like it or not. You know, if I want this person and it's not, then it's not. I don't fight. It's just that we fight to hold on. We fight to keep things. That's why it's so hard. It's hard because we are attached to certain things. But if you have no attachment, if you can limit your attachment and you learn to detach, your intuition is very simple to understand. Very simple. It's just that we attached. So when it comes to us, it's hard. No, it's hard to release. Because if it's something that you have, just let it be. Because you don't really have it anyways. Hey, listen, I can't tell you about herbs and remedies. I don't do that. That's not where I'm not the medicine type of person. I can't give herbs and remedies. I don't do that. When it comes to those, I let people, their own professional, deal with that. Now I can assist with certain things, but I have never dealt with someone who I can't. So I'm not gonna say, yeah. And if you practice meditation and really be silent, you will hear the guidance. Yes, Nia, facts. Perspective is key. The meaning we have assigned our experience depicts our expression in the form of behavior which the world in turn responds to. Love it. I love it. I love it. I do offer chakra balancing to clients too. Hey Jamisha, good morning. Is meditation sitting silently and letting your mind go where it wants to purpose to think about certain things? So meditation is different for everybody. There's a whole bunch of different ones. I do multiple different ones. I do meditation where I let my mind go without judgment of my thoughts. That if you want to allow your thoughts to stop bothering you, and if you want to allow your thoughts to be less, and if you want to allow your thoughts to not control you anymore, that meditation will help. When you sit still and let your mind roam wherever it roams to, and wherever it goes to, let it be. Don't judge your thoughts. Don't resist your thoughts. Don't get angry at your thoughts. Don't think deeper into your thoughts. Don't entertain your thoughts. If you allow the mind to just be free, then you realize that that's the beginning of your separation from I am not my thoughts. See what I'm saying? That is what we begin to realize. I am not my thoughts, because now my thoughts, I'm looking at my thoughts. If I'm looking at my thoughts, it cannot be me. You understand that? Listen, if I have something, I have glasses, but these glasses that I have, it cannot be me. It's just mine. So if it's ownership, it cannot be me. It's mine. If I have water, this water is not me. It's just mine. If I have thoughts, then the thoughts cannot be me. It's just mine. But we have to put a separation between the thoughts and us. When you can understand how to separate the both, then the thoughts won't destroy you. That's when trauma begins to separate from you. Understand, trauma, the thoughts and emotions is one. So understand this. If you understand how to separate your thoughts from you, trauma can be fixed. But no, instead you want to go up on pills and you want to take this and take that. Life is very simple when you have the knowledge. But when you have to seek, listen, knock and seek, and the door shall be open. You have to seek these things. Don't seek pills. Don't seek all these things. Seek. You got to seek knowledge. I'm telling you, it's there. I promise you, I had those same things. But it's fixed. So I'm saying, the reason, let me tell you how your mind works, real quick. How your mind works. This is why we get so messed up, right? Let me tell you how the mind works. Bob Hope. I don't know if that's your name. I don't know if you're trolling. I don't know if you're serious. If you're serious, I can help you, assist you. But if you're not, I don't want to waste my, you know what I'm saying? I can't give that energy because it's a lot. I can assist you. And let me tell you how the mind works. The mind goes. Now, here's how the mind works. Your eyes. Now, I've learned how to break things down into very simple understanding. Very simple understanding. Very simple, because that's how I learn. I have to learn. I learned once, if you cannot explain it to a sixth grader, then you don't understand it yourself. And that's what I took that personally. It says if you cannot explain it to a sixth grader, then you don't know it for yourself. So I have learned how to simplify everything I teach. Simple to the small, and it's not because I am condescending. It's not because I think that people are dumb. It's because is how I understand it. I have to be very simple to speak it simply. To speak in simplicity. I don't use big words. I don't use different. I use very simple analogies. I use very simple words. I use 3 and 4 letter words. I don't use big words. And if I do, I don't understand what it means. So I'm not. So remember, I'm not educated. Now, I never went to college. I never went to school. I never did none of these things. So I don't have that vocabulary in my mind. I don't have nothing in my head. I don't have the information. I don't have the worldly information. I have simple knowledge based on what I practice. Okay? So this is why I speak so simple. Whatever it is. Let me explain to you how the mind works. Your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your tongue, your taste, right? Your ears, your hearing, your feel. It's all connected to the mind. Whatever you see, smell, heard, felt. All the mind. It's how you is how the mind experiences. It's how the mind knows what you are remembering. Because your senses are all mental. It's all in the mind. Okay? Thank you, Karen. So it's all in the mind, right? I want to tell you the reason why your mind travels is because whatever you seen, touch, smell, felt, it remembers it. It remembers it. I don't know if I'm. Am I on? Let me make sure. Give me a second. So it remembers it. But let me tell you what to do. When the mind travels, let the mind travel. The mind brings up things that you don't like. Let it bring up things. Let it remember. Remember, the mind seeks for sources of energy. Okay? Okay? The mind seek for sources of energy. Understand this. The mind seek for sources of energy. So when the mind travels, whatever emotions, whatever feelings that you have, so it knows exactly where to go to connect you to this feeling, to this emotion. Remember, energy in motion, emotion. So when the mind travels and you look for, and as it travels and it goes on something that you don't like, you begin to resist, you begin to get angry, you begin to, that means the mind says, this is what you want to entertain. I'm gonna sit next to you and make it stay with you. The mind travels. If you resist, if you feel, if you have emotion, it's where it knows where to stop. The mind does not know what's good or bad. The mind does not know what's good or bad. That's only in your conscious mind. That's only in your logical mind. So when the mind travels, the energy that you give to your body, to your life, is on you. So if it stops at an angry thought and you get angry, it's energy. It's a source of energy. If it goes somewhere happy and you feel happy, it's energy. Whatever you entertain, whatever you feel, whatever you emote, it is where it stays. What you entertain grows, right? So the more energy that you give it, it grows. So the mind works that way. Wherever it travels to, if you resist it, if you hate it, right? If you hate it, if you can't stand it, bam, it stays right there. Okay? So this is what it does. Um, so now it's up to you now to sit still. It's up to you to sit still and allow the mind to travel and teach it where to go. Teach it what you like. Teach it what you love. Teach it what you want to react to. Teach it that it's not more powerful than you. What you want to do, you want to sit still and let the mind roam. And when it sees no reaction from those same thoughts, no reaction from those same places, it don't go there anymore. It's not. It's no longer a source of energy. It just goes and it goes and it goes and it never comes back. It's like a stranger coming to your house. A stranger coming to your house and you don't give him food, no shelter, no juice, no water, no conversation. It doesn't come back. He doesn't come back. He gets bored. He don't come back. Same as your thoughts. If a thought comes to you and you give it no energy, no focus, no attention, it doesn't come back. It might come back once or twice, but not instantly, because it's not fed. This is how you deal with your thoughts. This is why meditation is very important. When you sit your ass still and let your mind do what it does, why you want to stop the mind from doing it? The mind do what it does. Accept it. You don't want to stop your heart from doing what it does. You don't want to stop your you don't want to stop your heart. You don't want to stop your kidneys. You don't want to stop whatever. You just allow it to be what it is. Allow your mind to be what it is, and then and only then you become at peace with it. You don't fight it. You don't resist it. Allow it to be. Don't stop it. It travels. Let it travel in peace. It's how you learn. It's how you explore. I'm saying, man, you all be every thought that comes to you is a negative thought. If you think a thought is negative, you will resist it. Yeah. If you think a thought is bad, you will fight it. Therefore, you give it power. Sit your ass down somewhere. If you think a thought is not good, you resist it and you give it more power. Do you know if you like something, you give it power? Do you know if you don't like or you dislike something, you give it the same power? Do you understand that? Do you know if you resist something, you give it more power? If you like, someone said we suffer from what we like and what we don't like. Do you know that? Our likes and dislikes brings us suffering equally. When you like something so much, you stay attached. When you don't like something so much, you suffer. And you know what? Both sucks because you can't let one go and you can't avoid the other. Do you understand that? You can't let one go and you cannot avoid the other. We have to understand we are suffering from what we like and what we don't like. That's why it's all always hard. It's so hard. This is hard. This is rough. Why? Because you stay attached or you stay resistant. We gotta understand. It's simple, right? Hi, Kirk. How do I heal from the fear of being left alone in a relationship? When I sense a disconnect in my relationship, I get this anxiety that I will be left alone. How do you heal from that? You don't heal from the anxiety, you heal from the thought. Why do you think that way? Why do you think it's bad to be alone? The truth is, you are alone. You are suffering your own loneliness. You're not, listen, you know, in this life, whether you're with somebody or not, you experience the same suffering. Whether you're with somebody or not, you're gonna suffer. You dream, your dreams are yours, your thoughts are yours, your experiences are yours, your perceptions are yours, your prejudices are yours. There's nothing there. There's no team effort. There's no this is ours. You don't have our anything. You go to your hell or you go to your heaven. You cannot share. So if you accept that you are alone in the first place, then you won't suffer anymore. You gotta make peace with accepting that you are alone. The truth is you are alone. But the illusion of being with someone or having someone makes you feel like you're not alone. It's just your illusion that you are suffering from, your own illusion. You painted a picture and you believe the picture that you painted. Paint a new picture and accept it. Now I know, these answers are really terrible. They're not what we think that the answers coming from me. It's not too complex. It's not too complicated. Because, we look for complications in our answers or in our path. We look for deeper meaning. The truth is, look at the trees grow in a forest when nobody's watering it. Look at the trees grow. Look at the weeds spread up amongst the grass that you are trying to grow. Yet you're not trying to grow the weeds, but the weeds are growing longer than the grass. How does life grow so simple? How is life? Can you explain it? You can't, because life is that simple. We complicate it because we think the more complicated it is, it makes sense. I give simple answers. It's just that we don't like practicing these answers because it's so simple. Somebody asked me, Kirk, how do I get rid of my cancer? And when I began to tell her how, she's like, that's it. I'm like, yeah. You tell me that's all I gotta do? Yeah, that's it. Hey, SS, thank you. She's like, that's no. Yeah, that's it. Kirk, how do I get rid of my how do I have ovary problems and how do you get rid of it? I could tell you, but you won't believe me. But tell me. I told I remember my sister. I had a sister, she was bleeding for months. She was bleeding for months, man. For months she was bleeding with pain, suffering from her womb space. And she went to the doctor and of course I gotta tell her, it's good to remove all those things. Remove the stuff from your stomach, remove your ovary, remove all those things. And she's like, there's no other way. The doctor said, no, there's no other way because if it's giving you problems, remove them. And I heard her complain for a few more weeks, and I said, hey, listen, I know I'm your brother, but you probably won't believe me because I'm not a prophet, but a prophet is not welcome in his own home, and I get it. I don't. My ego is not that big. I don't care if you like me or not. Oh, what you think I am is you're right. Because whatever you think I am, you're completely right. You're not wrong. So I said, this is what you do. And I told her what to do. Simple. It took like 2 minutes. And she didn't do it at first because it was too simple. So the next month, after suffering for another month, she did it. It took her one day. The blood stopped. I said, that's it. It's that simple. It's just how you place your mind. Your mind is a tool to control everything. Your mind is a tool that you must use to control how the world welcomes itself to you, or how the world makes you suffer. It's your choice. It's a tool that you must use either to see how the world makes you suffer or the world is welcoming you. We are making the world make us suffer. Why? Because we don't know how to. tune the mind. The mind is the frequency that you're going to be in. You got to put your mind in the right frequency. When you learn to put your mind in the right frequency, everything comes to you. What's your question, Jazzy? Somebody had a question. Hey, Oyidi, how are you doing? Peace and blessings to you from Detroit. How can I accept that people lie without becoming extremely upset when someone lies to me? Because that's a belief that you have. You are attached to an idea. You know, listen, how can I accept that people lie without becoming extremely upset? You see, what we hate about people is what we have inside of us. What we hate, what we dislike in people, remember, we have it within us. And the more you try to fight, you not, using that same thing, because sometimes you can lie to, but you don't want to lie. And when you see people lie, it makes you angry because I don't do it. I could lie, but I never do it. So it makes you get angry even more. But the truth is, you must allow people to be them. If a person is causing you to suffer, you have a weakness inside of you. The thing that we hate in people is because we have it within us, but sometimes we control it. And when you learn to, when you know that you control it in yours and they ain't, oh, it makes you suffer, don't it? It makes you angry. It makes you miserable. But you must allow people to be them. If you accept what people is, you set your ass down and relax. You can't control if they lie or not. If you know that they're lying, be thankful for the gift of knowing. Be thankful for your discernment. Be thankful for your understanding. That's what you think. That's what you praise. Your understanding. Don't focus on the suffering part. I can't stand you. I hate you. I don't trust nobody. You're suffering. You are causing yourself to suffer. If you have the gift of discernment, when you understand and when you know the vibration of a lie, if you have that, praise that. Give that thanks. Give that gratitude because you choose which way you suffer. Many of us are choosing the wrong way or the wrong path and complaining about it. Seriously. Many of us are complaining about we are choosing the wrong path and complain about it. It makes no sense. Be thankful for what you do have. You have the truth within you. Take your truth. The truth lies in all of us. It stays in all of us. We are all the truth. And you can tell. um, what's your question, Jazzy? Oh, did I miss it? Learning how to use the chat. I don't know how to respond to a certain person, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh, so much knowledge. I always getting epiphanies. Thank you, SS. Thank you so much. I will allow people to be who they are. Listen, when you allow people to be who you are, who they are, you suffer less. Part of our suffering is not allowing people to be who they are. That's why we suffer. You should be this, you should be that. No, they shouldn't. They should be exactly what they are. They are doing God's job. They are, they are, they are on God's time, not your time. When I finally was awakened, when I finally awakened to my nonsense, it wasn't on nobody's time but my time. I was ready. You couldn't force me to awaken. You couldn't